Buffering. A rhythm. Wanna talk about it. The rhythm of love. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Flavor House's The Love Rhythm Recipe. I'm Casey. I'm your host. I'm your navigator. I'm your master chef. And I'm that person that is just here to have a little vibe with you with this thing called food and love. Well, tonight we are going to have something I just thunk up in my head last night because it seemed like it was going to be good. So we're learning this together. We're in this food together. Anyway, so we're going to be doing a stuffed chicken and a creamy sofrito sauce. And our topic tonight is love versus settling, or love versus settling, and do you know the difference? Anywho, what I'm going to do first is we're going to let you know what the ingredients are. And what I did, I already set everything up. For the most part, I have one little area. I'm going to show you guys how to put it together. Then we're going to get this party started, going to get it into the skillet, and then we're going to have a little talky talk. Hey there, Cosmic King. Hey there, Lolo. How are you? And hey, Miss Huckabee. Hey, how are ya? Okay, so I'm going to take a look. I almost forgot, y'all. This is so pretty. I don't know. Can you really get a good glance of it? Yeah. Okay, look at that. How cute is that? I tell you, some things you just don't even want to drink. You just want to look at it. But anywho, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to taste this. This looks really good. This is something that is very light and citrusy, and will go very well with our chicken dish. So let me take a little taste. Oh, yeah. That's good. Let me take another taste. Wow. What is this, my mixologist? This is delicious. And you know, I say this, but they are all delicious. I am not fibbing. You got to try this stuff. It's just very refreshing. Picture this. Picture it's like 95 degrees. You are hot. The AC did not work. You feel like you're going to melt. Then you get one of these. You feel like a breeze of coolness just went all over your body. And for those of you who have those personal summers, oh yeah, this is it. Anywho, what is it called?
I call it the OG.
Okay. He calls this drink the OG. Now you can think about that. Original gangster, right? No. What does OG stand for, mixologist?
It is a combination of orange juice and ginger beer. For those who don't like such a strong gingery taste, you can replace it with just ginger ale.
Okay.
And we have like the the Splenda syrup that we use as a sweetener, and and I just garnish it with orange slices inside of the drink.
Okay, so if you didn't quite hear him, this is a combination of orange juice and ginger beer. Now, I thought ginger beer was something that was alcoholic. Hey, go figure me. But it's not. It's just a very strong gingery flavor. So if you guys want to use the strength of the ginger beer, then mix it with the OJ. He put a little simple syrup. Ours was the simple Splenda syrup, but you can do a simple syrup with sugar and water and just make it syrupy. Or you could buy it in the store if you want to. And he had nice orange slices in there. What he did, he said, if you don't want too of a robust ginger flavor, just get some ginger ale. And we got the sugar-free kind. So it has a lovely, lovely taste. And I can't wait to eat it with this chicken. So speaking of it, let's get the ingredients. Let's see what's in there. It looks fancier than it is. It doesn't take a whole lot. So, beautiful assistant. Beautiful assistant's having issues today. Okay. Yeah. Cool. She almost took a spill, but Okay. You okay?
Yeah, fine.
All righty. So let's see what we got. So
What do we start with?
we can start with the blessings. My shoulder is bothering me. When I turn to the side, boy, oh boy, did that hurt. Yeah. Anywho, so I'm going to use my Casey's blessing. Oh my goodness. Rewind. My Casey's blessing all-purpose seasoning. Still waiting to get all of the red tape. However, you know the deal. Whatever all-purpose seasoning you already use, have at it. Okay, until this gets on the market. So let me give this back. All right, I have a teeny tiny bit of salt. I don't know if matter of fact, I know I'm not going to use this. I don't even know why I have this here. I have my no salt, no MSG, Sazon, in my little shaker. So this is a must for this dish. And then I have a little tomato paste here because this is going to be part of, and I think I've showed you guys. Yeah, I've showed you guys. I showed this a lot. My little tomato paste in a tube, and it's not toothpaste. It's tomato paste in a tube. Okay, and it's really, really fragrant and delicious. That will be part of the sofrito, the creamy sauce. Then I actually have two types of sofrito. I have the sofrito without tomato, and then I have, and this is by Goya, or you can make your own sofrito. And they're both by Goya. Then you have the tomato-based sofrito, okay? Which, yeah, I'm going to use this too. So it's easier to get this. Goya has great products, but sofrito is nothing but bell pepper, garlic, tomato, and you just kind of get it all together and cook it down. And it's a base for cooking. It really is, and it's very good. And it's going to be good in this sauce. Then, of course, I have my minced garlic, squeezable, yes, and my new cream of chicken soup love, cream of chicken soup with herbs. Very, very, very good. So I think that's about everything for that. Now, we got the stuffing, okay? The stuffing is very simple. We have my herbettes, and I have some Italian seasoning. I have some chopped cilantro, and I have some chopped parsley inside the stuffing. And like I said, we already made it up. So let's show them what it looks like. Okay, we have a little bit here. And so let me let you see. This is the stuffing. And I know you're like, what in the heck is this? We pulverized it because we wanted it to be like a spread. And you'll see what I'm talking about. But in this stuffing, very simple. I have a quarter cup of sun-dried tomatoes. I have, a fourth of a white onion. I had, how much spinach did you put?
Probably about like 2 pinches.
Okay,
so
you can't pinch
a quarter cup.
Yeah, a quarter cup of spinach. You don't pinch a spinach. You don't pinch a spinach. Okay. She had a half a teaspoon of the celery flakes. We had a half of red pepper, and did you use a whole, and 1 full jalapeno with no seeds and deveined, so it's not hot. And then she had 5 of these portobello mushrooms, and we put it all together, and some garlic, and we had a teaspoonful of garlic, of the minced garlic. We put it in her little pulley machine that she has to mush it up like this. You can do it in a NutriBullet. Or you could just chop it very fine if you don't have any of those things, a food processor or something to kind of make it like this. But this is what it looks like when you get all the seasons and stuff together. And I like that because it really enhances the flavor. And that's why I did it like this. Or you can just make it up and it can have a little bit more of substance if you like. Okay.
Speaking of seasonings, we had a couple more that we added into the mixture.
Oh, what else did you do?
Well, we had pepper.
Oh, of course. She put pepper in.
Paprika.
She put paprika in this.
No. I'm saying for the.
Yeah. Oh, it's not in this. Let's move this. Moving right along.
I did put a little pepper in this.
She put a little pepper in that.
Paprika.
But we're going to be using some smoked paprika. We have our pepper. Okay. And that's it. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you. And my favorite cheese that is so hard to find. This is a quesadilla Mexican style cheese. And I've told you guys about this. It's so easy to melt. What it is it's a very smooth Monterey Jack. And this particular brand right here, La Chona, it's very good. So I like this right here. But if you can't find it, just some shredded Monterey Jack will do, or whatever kind of cheese you want. Okay, so let's get the cheese over here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to put one together, the last one I have, and I'll show you what I did. And then I'm going to get it in the skillet and start browning. And then we can talk about love versus settling. Are you in love or are you just settling? Hello, Volvo to Love. How are you this evening? Yes. Okay, so let me get over here. And I'm going to go to my little table over here. Let me pull this in over here. And let me move this other stuff out the way because all I need is the meat. Okay, I'm going to keep my seasonings that I'm going to use and to show you guys. And the rest of this stuff can go.
Okay, so tell me what to move.
Okay, you can move everything except for what I have over there. And this. And then I need a little spoon. Okay, we're going to move on. Oh, and of course, I have a little bit of cooking oil. I will be using a little bit of bacon fat for seasoning. You don't have to do that. You can use olive oil or just regular cooking oil because we will be sauteing this on top of the stove. Okay, plastic. Okay, we're going to take all of this away because that all is going over there. I'm going to need all that over there. I need a paper towel. All righty. And let's see. I'll move this out of the way. I'll move my chair out of the way. And I'm going to put my real glasses on, guys, so Casey can see. Yes, because, I've been having technical issues. For some reason, my laptop won't stream YouTube. It's a long story. But anyhow, I have my grandson's laptop. It's little, and I can't see. I'm just letting y'all know. Okay, so maybe we should we're going to bring our computer over here so they can see closer, or I think you guys, no, you really need to see this. So I'm going to bring my table closer. Let's see if that'll work. Okay.
Should we take it off the box?
Yeah, we're going to take it off the box, bring it over here, because I want you guys to see what I'm doing in order and have some water running for me.
Or do I have to bring it over to this? I thought we were going to leave it on the edge of that.
On the edge of what?
Here.
Okay, you can, but you can bring it closer.
But you don't want it to get too messy.
Yeah, bring it closer, and I'm going to bring this because I really want them to see what I'm doing.
Okay, let's see if they can see it. Okay,
I'm going to move my table closer too. Okay, I think that'll work. Okay, well, you want to see me too.
Well, we see most of it.
Yeah, I don't want to have everything cut off. So first we start here. So I have the chicken in here, one piece that's left, and yeah.
You said water run.
Yeah, because I'm going to have to run right over there and wash my hands because I'm dealing with chicken. So I have one little piece. I'm using chicken thighs, and Lois, I know you don't like chicken thighs. Use chicken breasts. Okay, I got the chicken thighs because I'm trying to be tariff friendly, and this was cheaper, so that's where and plus it's juicier. So I took the chicken breast, and these are boneless. Okay, this little itty bitty teeny weeny thing here came from Aldi's. Well, I won't be getting all these little teeny weenies anymore because this is not really big enough. I would suggest to get bigger thighs and kind of pound them so they can get a little bit wider. Or get you some chicken breasts, thin chicken breasts, and pound them so they can be wider. And then you can actually roll them. Because these are so small, and I did not know they were small. The first ones I did for my thumbnail, I could roll them. Can't roll these. So I said, I'm going to figure out another way. And of course I did. So this is what we did. So we have these. So I'm going to take it. And what I will do, I am going to get a paper towel because I don't want to touch my stuff with these hands. Okay, no, because I don't want to touch my seasonings with chicken hands. So I'm going to take this and put it around here and get this off here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to season this, and then I will be washing off this glass container. But see, I have the Casey's Blessing has paper on it, so I don't want to do that. So this here is my Sazon low sodium. So I am hitting the inside part of that meat with that first. Then I'm coming behind and I am hitting it with a little of the KC's Blessed. And like I say, you just want to make sure that it's evenly coated. And that's what I did. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the pepper. It's not a lot of ingredients here because the stuffing is very, very seasoned. Put my pepper on there, and that's it. So now I'm going to take my little stuffing here and my spoon, which I did not get.
Sorry.
I'm using a plastic spoon because I'm throwing all of this stuff in the trash.
Couldn't go get over there.
Okay, get one right there.
I'm not sure if there's any left here.
I'll even take a knife. I'll take a knife. A plastic knife is fine too
Okay.
because I need to spread this. And the reason why I'm spreading this is because if you look at the consistency, you can turn that water off. I'll turn it back on. It's very, very soft. It's spreadable. And this is great if you have a bigger piece of meat. So I have to take a teeny tiny bit of it, but I'm going to take a teeny tiny bit of it and I'm going to drop it here just a little bit on one. Because so we're going to end up making a little sandwich. Okay. So I'm not using a lot of this. A little goes a long way. So I'm using maybe a half of teaspoonful. And then we can bend this down. Let me let you see, because I knew I should have been closer. Yeah, because you can't really see. I want them to really see what I'm doing. So if you can bring the computer and put it on this table.
Okay.
And then bring it down. We're trying to be careful. We don't want to stop the streaming process.
Right.
I've been having some issues, I tell you. Okay, so we're going to get close. Okay, if you guys can see, let me know. Okay, you see right here, I'm taking my stuffing and I'm just lightly spreading it right in the middle. I need that cheese too. Just a little here. That's all. That's it. But this piece is really small. And depending on the size of your piece of chicken, you can spread a little more. You don't need a whole lot. Okay, so now I'm going to sprinkle a little of this cheese here on the side because I don't want to put my hand in there. Just a little. If you can close that up. I'm going to take this cheese and I'm going to put just a little bit right in the center because this is really small. Just like that. Okay. But there's more. So now I'm going to take this little piece and we're going to sandwich it. Now, you're saying, Casey, how am I going to put this together? Well, I don't know if you remember. I did some shish kebab, right? I think it was last year on the live or something. I can't remember when I did it. But I bought these little skewers. I wanted little small ones, but these kind of like toothpicks. So you can do one or two things. If you have something this small, you can get these little skewers. They have them at the grocery store. They don't cost much, about $1.50. And they really are for like little hors d'oeuvres. And you can use this. So I'm going to try to line this up and hope that the inside doesn't come out. I'm going to put this on the top. I'm going to pull the skin through. Let's see. Or you can use some toothpicks, y'all. I'm just letting you know. And I'm sticking this through. And then I'm going to bring this out through here, just like that. So what you have is something to hold it. Now, I was going to use some butcher's twine, but, you know, that's fine. When I rolled it, then the butcher's twine was good. But because of the way this meat is, I'm having to do this. So you can use toothpicks, which is just as good. But I had these things and I didn't have anything else to do with them. So I decided to do that. And I see like this one is not even. So I'm going to have to try to really work with this and get it through. A little messy. So let me push this through. Just like that and kind of get it even. So I want to have it where it's like a sandwich. So if you see something coming out the sides, just push it in with your fingers. Just try not to put too much stuff in there. Don't get greedy like I did. Okay, so now let me go wash my hands because I want to get this gunk off so I can season it. All right. All that stuff off my hand. Even though I'm gonna have to come back over here and wash them again, but still. I wash in between every action. What can I tell you? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this side and I'm going to sprinkle the other side of the meat. Because remember, I seasoned the inside before I put the stuff in it. So I'm going to do the same thing again. A little bit of the no sodium sazon.
Lois said, "Ooh, that looks yummy with the garlic cheese. Can other stuffings be used for basil spread?"
Listen, you can use whatever you can spread. Like I said, I even put a little bit of goat cheese in there, spreadable. You can put goat cheese. You can put some of that Boursin cheese with the garlic. Anything you want, really, to put in the middle of it. It's really up to you. The sky is the limit. Just make sure you don't put too much so it doesn't make a mess. It's all about your taste. So let me just put a little bit of paprika on here, because I want it to brown nicely. And then let me flip it over. And I'm going to do the same thing. Because, we have to, this is an equal opportunity seasoning house. So let me get this. Same difference. Okay, wonderful. And like I said, you want it to be fully coated. And then we're going to do the blessings. And in your case, your all-purpose seasoning or whatever you like. And I'm going to do my black pepper. Just like that. And then I'm going to do my smoked paprika again. Okay. And that's it. That's everything. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this puppy over here and put it with his brothers. And we're going to heat up this skillet and we're going to brown these on both sides. Okay, so let me get it over here. All right. I'm going to tidy up this. And the beautiful assistant can put my computer back. I'll tidy up this table. And get my seasonings over on the other side. Because I'm going to make up that sauce. My sofrito sauce. But first we're going to get the chicken brown. And we wipe that up. Okay, I need some spray because this is sticky. Okay. All right. And I guess I'll just put it over here. But this can be put away. And you know what? You can use this in another dish. You sure can, because it's nothing but ground up vegetables, really. So you can put it in on some more meat. You can spread it on something. You can actually put it in something else, like a pasta dish or a soup, if you don't want to get rid of with the excess. I have some more chicken that I'm going to cook, so I'll be using the rest of that. And let me just wipe this off. Move that over there. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, let me bring this, throw this away. And I'm going to reposition my little prep table here. So just move it over this way. Ooh, that's noisy. I'm going to get some rollers for this. So I'll make it simple, because I like this because I can get you guys up close and personal. So that is the thing.
Should we be moving the computer that way?
Yeah, because we want to get it to the stove so they can see.
Right. Why'd you tell me to take it off the top of there?
Because I didn't want you to move it while I was moving the table. I'm trying to be cautious.
Oh.
That's why. I'm trying to be cautious, okay? We can't afford to let this stream stop streaming. And that is what has happened to me. So I'm just being just a little cautious here. And she's like, why are you doing here? Well, that's
I'm
why.
just curious.
Okay. That is why I'm doing it. Okay. I'm putting my cheese away because I do not want it to sit out and get melted. So now's going to be the real challenge, guys, once she gets this over here, because I ain't never did this like this before. So we're going to figure this out. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my favorite pan. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're going to turn it around.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to put it on. We're going to put it on our high heels. I'm going to put it on its high heels so you guys can see what I'm doing in the skillet. Okay? All right. Let's lift that up. Now it's on its high heels. Okay, we can see here. Let's see what we're looking like. Okay, skillet is in position. The skillet is in position. I'm moving it, and that is a great, you guys can see. Okay, so I'm going to spray my lovely friend. My friend, yes, so I guess I'm going to, why is everything getting SK's right here for my face? Let me tell you something. Okay, it's been a long day. Okay, so let me spray my pan, because I have to. If you got a pan that's not as seasoned as mine, I ain't gonna say old, but seasoned as mine, then you don't have to spray yours. Okay. I am also gonna take, because it's gonna, listen, chicken and bacon fat tastes good. I don't care. Okay, y'all ain't gotta use that. Use some olive oil, whatever you want to use. I'm putting a little bit of bacon fat in here along with my oil. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little of this, just a little. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it on with a little plastic knife. And then I'm going to toss it. So I got my skillet here. I'm going to put just a little. As a matter of fact, I can actually pour it from the bacon I had this morning. It's still a little bit soft. Hasn't been grilled. And in fact, let me get some more. Okay, just like that. So that's about a tablespoonful if you choose to use bacon fat. If not, use olive oil. But olive oil, you have to be very careful, because you know it does not work well with high heat. And I am trying to sear this at first. And I'm over here washing my hands, guys. You know, you hear the water running, so I haven't left you. Let me wash my hands. Okay, just like that. And you know, for those of you who don't want to do it stove top, this can be done in the oven. I just don't choose to do that today. Okay? So, dry my hands off, get over here. And I'm going to turn my cooktop to high to get this party started and let it kind of heat up. And once I do that, once it gets heated, I'm going to put my canola oil in, about 2 tablespoonfuls of the canola oil. Then once it gets heated, we're gonna I can probably fit maybe 2, and then there's 2 regular size of the chicken, and then one, that little teeny tiny one in here. I don't want to skillet. What happens? Your temperature reduces. We're not trying to have all that. So I can't wait till I get this in here, because I am anxious to talk about this topic. You know, are you in love, or are you just settling? Because it makes it simpler for you. I want you guys to kind of roll that around in your head. Has that ever been the case for you? Are you doing it now? Are you thinking about doing it? Are you saying, oh, never me, I'm going to go for the gusto? And see, it's hot. So let's bring it down. Bring it down. I'm going to bring it down to 6, and I'm going to move it over because it got hot real quick. And you don't want to do that. So I'm down to 5. Let me put my canola oil in, and it will cool it down a little bit. And like I said, I'm doing about a tablespoonful of the canola oil. And I'm going to move that so it can cool down just a bit. I don't want it to cool down too much, but you know, I get the run in my mouth and then I forget that this stuff is over here. Hey, go figure. Y'all are such interesting company. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to shut my mouth and I'm going to put this on, and then we're going to do some talking. How about that? All right. So let's see. Let me get this over here, because I do want it to be hot enough. So when this chicken hits that, we don't know what's going to happen. This is an experiment, y'all. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to try one of the big pieces. So what you do is be very careful. We're hunting rabbit. So I'm going to take this, put this in there, and it's just slowly sizzling because the heat went down. So I'm going to take it back up. Okay. I'm hearing the sizzle, the sizzle, the sizzle. The sizzle is here. Yes, it is. It's always here. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? The chicken is sizzling. Yeah. See? Okay, so I'm going to put another one. This one here, I had to do some real patchwork on. I got three of these sticks in here. Okay, so I'm going to separate. And yeah, I may be able to get, okay. I really could get 3 big ones. That's why I love this skillet. Y'all think I'm playing. This skillet will be with me till I'm an eggless best egg again. I'm telling you. So I have this on a medium high. I'm going to watch it because this is the very fragile state right now, guys, because this thing is all pinned together. It may just come apart. Who knows? But if it does, we're going to scoop all that good loveliness and just put it on top. That's what we're going to do. We're not going to stress ourselves. I'm going to move this out of the way and put it over here on my nice little prep table, okay? Because I'm going to get the rest of my dinner on while we do that. And I'm just going to get this over here. While that is browning, let me get me a piece of foil. Now, you can have this with like roasted rosemary potatoes. You can have this with mac and cheese if you want to. You can have this. I'm choosing to make myself some turmeric rice because I'm just in love with the turmeric and the saffron these days. Or you can do fettuccine. Yeah, you can do a lot of things with this. Or a nice salad, really. Yeah, just a nice salad. But this is so flavorful. I'm just making me a little bit, put it this way. The grill master loves rice, so I'm going to make some rice. And I'm just sick of white rice, so I keep using my saffron and stuff, okay? So I'm going to do that. Now, I'm going to check this, and I'm going to get my spatula and my fork because I want to be careful. I want to see that is searing, but it because this is going to cook some more. And it's thin. It's not going to take that long, okay? So let's see what's going on. Oh, yeah. And then, you got to realize you also have paprika on here, so that's going to brown it too. I just don't want everything to start spilling out before I'm ready. So let me take my time. This smells marvelous, I'm telling you. All right, so I'm going to just don't mind me. I'm over here trying to make this rice. Yes. So, and I walked away and didn't get the rice. All right. So let me get over here. I'll put the rice on. And I'm putting it on my foil so I can measure it out like I want to. And I'm doing I am doing 2 cups. So for 2 cups, I'm going to put 2 3/4 of liquid in, and that will be my, I'm going to use some chicken broth. Okay, and I just stepped on something. Get there. Okay, let me get over here. Let's see. Get the chicken broth. Let's see if I got enough in here. Because I think I may have to get my other chicken broth out of the pantry. Okay, well, come get it because I don't see it. Okay, let me check my chicken because that's the star of the show and we don't want anything happening to our chicken. Okay, so I'm going to bring it down because it's popping. That means it's getting hot. And I want to see if I can actually flip this chicken over with these sticks. So I'm going to bring it here. What did you need? I need the other. So look what I'm doing, guys. And it's not hot on the top. So I'm taking it. I'm holding it. I'm gently flipping it over. There you go. How pretty. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. This one's a little bigger, so I gotta be careful. Gently flip it because I see my insides are starting to try to seep out. And it's just slightly brown, just like I want it. Because see, this one here, the cheese is oozing out. So we gotta flip it. Just like that. Pretty. Smells good though. What did you need to get? I need for you to get the chicken broth. Chicken. Okay. Okay, once I brown these on both sides, I'm going to remove them because what's going to happen is I'm going to put all this chicken in together. So I'm browning them first. And I'm going to take it back up to 7 because I want it, this is slowing down the process here. And I don't want to do that. Okay, let me rinse my hands off. Don't wash my hands off. So I got seasoning all over my hands. Then you can take the rice. Here you go. All right, and I'm going to put three. I'm going to do 3 cups of this. And this is instant rice. So the way I get my instant rice to be fluffy and nice and not like instant rice, I don't treat it that way. I take it, and if I do 2 cups, I usually do 2 3/4 of liquid. That can be water, that can be broth, whatever, but just liquid. And I don't follow their instructions pretty much. So that's one. Let me get my other chicken broth here. Well, I'm telling you like this, if it stays together, it's going to be real. Even if it don't stay together, it's going to be good. Smells good. Okay. This will be 2. And this is in case if you I'm just showing you this in case you want to make this. But like I said, your side can be pretty much anything you want. Okay, and I'm not going to do quite 3. I'm going to do 3/4, almost to the top. Okay, I think that'll be enough. Okay, and like I said, I have my 2 cups of, I'm going to give it a little bit more. And I'm going to put my screen on top of here because this oil is popping and getting on my stove. And you know how I am. If you get on my stove, it's getting on my nerves. So I'm not doing that. So I take, I put Casey's blessing everything. This broth. So I'm seasoning my broth up. And I'm putting whatever herbs I want in here. And like I said, it's totally up to you. So I'm doing a pinch of cilantro, a pinch of parsley, and a pinch of Italian seasoning. Because every little bit helps. And see, just that quick, it got hotter. So I'm bringing it back down to 6. This is why I say it's nice to time things, but it is important to stand here and watch your food. Okay, and then I'm putting a pinch of that here, of the parsley. Okay, get that back together. I am then going to take a teaspoonful of the squeezable garlic. So that's 1, 2, 3 inside there. And I'm going to take some of my turmeric and shake it in here. And that's going to be about a teaspoonful of the turmeric. And then I'm going to gently put a few strands of this saffron, because this stuff is very expensive. So I want to do maybe about 13 strands of saffron. I'm being risky. And then I'm going to take a tablespoonful of butter and put it in here, which would be about like that. You can put olive oil in here too if you want. And close that back up. And then I'm going to turn it on back here and let it come to a boil. Start it on high, bring it to a rapid boil. And that will happen pretty quickly with this particular pan. That's one of the newer ones, and it takes no time for it to heat up. And let me wipe this off. I have to keep my eye on this. I'm going to tint my top just like that. And let me go and check our chicken. Okay, let me flip that over. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we're cooking with. I think I'm going to need a paper plate, beautiful assistant, because I want to take this out. I will be taking this out. Ain't no one. I will be taking this out so I can get the other ones in. Okay, and later for this. Hey, I'm going to take one for the it's not that hot, y'all, so don't think I'm burning my fingers or I don't have any feelings. I'm just trying to get this stuff, because, see, my stuffing is trying to escape. Okay, so I'm being very, very intentional with this.
So are you cooking it like most of the way down?
I am searing it on both sides. Both of it. It's not going to take long. Okay, one more. So I flipped it. This is the second flip. Just want to make sure it gets a nice browning on it, because we'll be steaming it the rest of the way through. So that's why I'm doing this. Yeah, I may need another one because I don't want to stack it. I'm being very, very cautious with this because it got that stuffing in it. I'm trying to keep it intact, for y'all benefit television, because for them, they don't care. It could be all over the plate. All over the pan, rather, and the plate. Now you can do me one more thing. I need a sip of that wonderful drink. If you can pass it to me. Because I'm going to take me a little sip. So y'all need to be in there making this. That's what you need to do. Oh, I'm here to. In the famous words of Beautiful Assistant, y'all need to watch that short. Oh my God! Oh my God! That is hilarious. It's a short on my channel. You need to watch it. It's funny. God. She started singing a song. Okay. When we had the lamb stew, I think that's what it was. The lamb stew. That was the lamb stew. And I had to capture it. It was so organic and funny because she was singing and eating on key. Okay, so hello, Lone. How are you? Okay, so let me get this out. I don't have to use my hand.
I'm stuffing my face. What you eating?
Okay, you stuffing your face, and I'm trying to cook a stuffed chicken and not make a mess. Okay, so I'm gonna move this over here and get the other two in. All right, just put that to the side, just like that, because I'm gonna have to get these little. And see, like I said, they're trying to see. Okay, one moment. Let me turn the heat down on my rice. I'm gonna turn it down to 5.
Somebody's been grilling.
Oh, Logan grilling.
They have a smoked ribs, smoked chicken, smoked sausage, potato salad, and cream cheese, stuffed jalapenos with bacon.
Okay, I'm coming to dinner. Buy me a ticket, Lord. I'm coming. Okay, so I just put my rice in. I'm gonna stir it, and then I'm gonna bring it back to a boil. Okay, let me get my chicken out of here because I do not want it to get messed up. I've come too far. My chicken said it don't feel no ways tied. Okay, I'm going to turn my heat down because this heat is kind of hot. Okay, and I'm going to put a little bit more oil in there. This is going to rice so it can do a rapid on me. I'm going to put a half a teaspoonful of oil in here because I don't want the rest of the chicken to stick. And then we're going to get it browned. Okay, so let me get over here. Let's see how we going to do this. Okay. I got to be careful. Here we go. This one will have more space than the other. Okay. Making sure. I swear this stuffing is like, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. Okay, got to wash my hands and get back to my pot before it bubbles over. There's a new me coming out, and I just want to live. I'm completely positive. Yeah, that this goes. I hope it. Y'all pray for the chicken, y'all. Let me bring this down. Oh, I turned it off. Let me turn it back on right quick. Okay, I'm bringing it all the way down, and I'm putting it on a low. That means it's going to be a low, slow simmer for the rest of this, and I'm going to cover it, and we're going to leave this rice to its own recognizance, and we're going to concentrate on our chicken. Let me clean this up. Just like that. I'm going to turn. I have the chicken on a 4 now, but I'm going to take it back up to 6 so it can brown. Now, remember, once you browned your first batch, your oil is going to be seasoned. So you need to understand, you have to be mindful to look at how you're cooking this because it can get browner before it gets to the cooking position that the first batch did. That first batch is always the one that is, anyway, it's the stunt dummy batch. That's what it is. You know the next batch is going to brown faster and quicker. So just be mindful of that. Let me get this out of the way. Okay. All right. Just wipe that off. I'll be right back with you. I have to laugh, right? Because the grill master's like, so, is this chicken going to be hard or soft? What are you doing? I'm like, it's chicken. What do you think? I'm going to make it out of a brick? I don't know what he was thinking. I just meant I want to know if it's going to be fried. Well, say that, man. Okay, I'm not frying it. It's on top of the stove. It's being sauteed. Okay, so Okay, that's looking okay. I'm gonna leave it at the 6 and just let it do its thing. Okay. Let's see what's going on over here. Okay, that's fine. So, and then I'm gonna sit down and wait for. But I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna keep this. This is shaking. I'm shaking your stuff. I'm sorry. I'm shaking you up. I'm gonna sit while this does its thing. So I'm gonna bring my little stool, my chair over here. But I didn't let y'all see. Okay, so y'all see this? This is what you want it to look like when you sear it on both sides. It's not done yet, but it's on its way. I'm waiting for the other two because we're going to put them all in there. They're going to be in this love together, in the pot together, and we're going to eat it. All right, let me bring that over here. I'm going to take a sip, Lone, eat. You're sitting up there eating. The nerve of you to eat now when everyone's hungry. And then you tease us with the delicious meal. Shame on you, Lone. Shame on you. So everybody, we're going to go to Lone's house and we're going to have us some smoked ribs and what you say, ribs, chicken, and what else?
Potato salad and stuffed jalapenos.
See, look at you. Look at you. Showing off on a Saturday. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I can't wait until I get my Patreon and you all join, and then we're gonna have a Zoom, and Lone is going to cook for us. Everybody, clap your hands for Lone. Tell her we're waiting for the cooking. Okay, you're gonna cook for us live.
Oh, okay. Hey, last weekend I cooked the pork butt in the oven overnight. It fell off that bone. I was afraid someone might have stolen it. Ain't no shame in my game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Listen, talk is cheap. We're going to have you cook for us live. How about that? So start thinking about your menu. Because I'm about to start my Patreon. It won't be expensive. $5, $7 a month, something like that. Something really cheap. So we can get together and we can actually see each other and have live Zoom cooking together. How about that? I think that'll be fun. This is fun, but it'll be even, I'm going to sound like the Haribo Bear grown-ups. This will be even funner. How about that?
Even more funner.
Yeah, more funner. Even more fun. This will be even more funner. Yes. Okay. Okay. That's for yes. Yes. That'll be so fun. Everybody gets a turn to show their skills. How about that? And we all make it with them. So we're going to give that information, whatever the ingredients are, a week ahead of time, and then we can cook with Lone, or cook with Dad, or cook with Cosmic King, or cook with Lois Cobb. Yes, you, Lois Cobb, will cook something. And you will not exchange your, because I know what your daughters look like, so you can't tell me that's you. Okay, you need to know. Yeah, I'm challenging all of you. Okay, let me check it. Let's see what we got going. Let's see what we got going on here. Because I think, yep, just as I thought. Now I'm gonna be very careful because this is a big one. Very, very careful. These are big. And see, just like I said, see these, let me kind of get some of that oil over on that side. Because my pan is doing, okay, stay inside. Everybody trying to escape right now, y'all. We gotta be careful. Okay, so yeah. Right now, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna get the things together for the sofrito cream sauce. Okay, let me wash my hands because I swear, I'm gonna wash my hands so much until I think I'm gonna invent a hand soap just for people like me that keep washing their hands while they're cooking.
Yeah, that's the next thing we need to have.
Next thing that I'll be sitting and waiting for all of the licenses, right? I swear the world is so fickle, these days. Everybody wants to sue for every little thing, so you really have to protect yourself.
Be careful out here.
And Lone, that information that you sent me in the email, I'm working on it. I'm trying to get my label together because they want you to submit a label. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do that one, or I got another one I'm working on. They want you to submit a label and let them see. Hey, like you said, the worst they can do is say no. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So thank you so much for that information. Okay. I need my little bowl. That's what I need. The little silver bowl.
I think it's in the other room. Hold on.
No, it's here.
Oh, little.
Yeah, little one. Because this time I'm not going to try to overdo it with whatever I make and then have to end up making something else, the sauce too. This sauce is pretty simple. I know it sounds it's very, I always find the hack. And now you can make sofrito from scratch. You can also make cream of chicken soup from scratch. Am I going to sit up here and do that? Heck to the no. No, I'm not. Because, hey, I'm a woman of the future. I'm going to give you the home cooking without having to do all the work. Okay, let me get something to get this herb creamy chicken soup out. So I have this is a 10.5 ounce can of this cream of chicken with herbs. See, this is what it looks like. It has little herbs in there. I'm going to use this whole thing, and I might use the other one too. I'll see, because I want a lot of sauce. Yeah, so I might use both of them. I don't think this is going to be enough. I think I'm going to use two of them, 2 10 ounce. So that's what, 10.5, so 21 ounces. Okay. And always be sure to wash.
Oh, sorry. Mom said, you're welcome. I hope to see your name in lights soon. Walmart lights.
Oh, listen. Oh, girl, let me tell you, that Walmart thing was a lot. You see, you have to really have, if you're doing the Walmart thing, you want to have a business plan and all that stuff. Okay. I'm going for the Shark Tank because that's like, hey, you just get yourself to Arkansas and you stay, if they choose you, you stand before the people who may or may not pay. Now, the thing that I'll have to do is, let me check the chicken, guys. Because like I said, it's cooking pretty fast because this oil is hot. Okay, and I probably won't even have to turn. I'm going to turn it again just because I know I need that cooking time. But as far as browning, it's already brown. And my cheeses are falling out of here into the pan. So let me try to get it in here. Okay, so yeah. So anyway, what I'm going to have to do, Lone, and for those of you who don't know what the heck we're talking about, we having this private conversation. Lone sent me an email to my email address, and she's making me get nerves. She's like, listen, you can go on Shark Tank. You can apply. If you don't know what Shark Tank is, it's a show where you have all these investors there, and you bring your inventions or things like that to them. And if they like it, they'll invest in it and help you get it off the ground. Okay, so she suggested that I apply. That was something I never thought of because I'm not a big contest person. And then it's like for entrepreneurs, Walmart. But with that particular one, you can do one of two things. You can be an affiliate, you can be your own business, or you have a business plan. And it's kind of deep. Okay, more deep than I want to go right now. I'm gonna take the contest way, but they want you to show truth. Well, you can have an idea for Shark Tank and just go and pitch your idea. I can't pitch an idea with Casey's blessing. I'm going to have to cook something and let them taste for themselves, and once they taste this, and I'm going to cook maybe 3 different things and let them see what I've been telling you guys. It enhances whatever you put it in, but the flavor, it's like with Old Bay, Old Bay is in it. Casey's blessing is in your stuff because it's so highly flavored, but each thing you put it in has its own identity if I'm coming across. So they need to see that. And that is the hook, okay? My seasonings will be blessing you and highly flavoring your food. Okay. And salt free. You don't need salt if you use that. So that's going to be a big hook. And I'm willing to, hey, I'm not greedy. When they go saying they want 30, take 30% because you're going to take all that liability. Okay. Hey, 70% is good for me. 60% is good for me. Think about 60% of millions of dollars. I ain't greedy. So if y'all can hear me, I'm one of the ones that's not greedy. Okay, so I'm going to flip it real quick again. Well, this is cooking tray fast. Okay, and that'll be my fourth flip. So you're flipping it twice, basically. Okay, see, yeah, because this cheese coming out of here, and this cheese is giving me fever on this other one. I knew that one of them was going to give me some problems with the insides trying to come out. Okay, but that's okay because I'm going to get these little drippings off the bottom of here, and these are going to get to stay in the pan, just like this, and I'll just add its brothers, and I'll turn it down. That's what I'm going to do. So, because she is like she said to me, she said, hey, the most they can do is say, hey, we're not interested right now. Hey, I'm not losing anything. She's absolutely right. Okay. People, hey, Janice, how are you? Janice smelled chicken. That's what it was. Okay. So, let me get it in here.
This is one. And to all the naysayers, I say, but I, being poor, have only my dreams. I have spread my dreams under your feet, tread softly because you tread on my dreams.
What she said, I couldn't hear you.
Lone said, and to all the naysayers, I say, but I, being poor, have only my dreams. Mm-hmm. I have spread my dreams under your feet, tread softly because you.
No, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Everybody, everyone who's ever supported me, I love you all. It's very important when you have people, especially people that you can't see or really interact with in the traditional ways, that support you in ways that a lot of times people that you see every day don't. And this is why I keep coming to this. Like I said, my lives, I'm not, in the grand scheme of things, guys, I'm just a little itty bitty. It's like, I don't know if you've ever seen Horton. He is a who. It's a Dr. Seuss book. And Horton is an elephant in the jungle. And Horton finds a little speck of dust. He's the only one that can hear there's a whole world in the speck of dust. No one else hears him. They think he's nuts. They're trying to burn him at the stake or tar and feather him. And he hears this little voice. He's the only one that hears it, and he nurtures this little world and everything. And finally, at the end, it was this kid on the little dust planet that had a very loud voice, and everybody heard it before they tar and feather him. But I'm saying this to say, I'm but a little speck in the grand scheme of content creators right now, because that's just the way it is. My lives really don't draw a whole lot of people, but it doesn't matter to me, because the people that it does draw matter to me, each and every one of you. And if it was one of you sitting here and you came to one of my lives, I would do the whole thing, and I wouldn't sit and wait for 500 people, even when I got to that point. Why? Because you are my ride or dies. You are the people who didn't care that I'm not big and famous or whatever. You truly are here because you care about what I'm trying to do. You know that, hey, I'm being 100 and I'm going to always be that way. And I appreciate everything, all of the love, all of the support. Hey, y'all don't know. I think about you all the time. When the weekends come, I don't care how bad I feel it is an obligation to be here. And I'm just letting you know. So, hey, we dream together. And we uplift each other. How about that? Okay, so I've turned this down. I'm gonna let y'all see what it looks like. This looks like you want to eat it already, but we're not finished yet. So I'm gonna move this back. I'm gonna clean my stove off, and I'm gonna make this sofrito sauce, and we're gonna put it on top of here, and we're gonna just steam this through, and then we're gonna talk about this topic, because we're gonna talk about everything. Okay, I swear, we're so random on my show, I tell you. And that's what I like about it. It's like just talking to your friends. It is talking to your friends. It's relaxing on a Saturday, doing what you do, eating your good food, whatever, or, just talking to somebody and just hearing another voice. It's important. Like I say, hey, I don't have a whole lot of people in my life. I don't have a whole lot of people I let in my life. I let you guys in my life because I feel safe. And that's the truth. All right. So let me get this over here. Clean this up. Clean off my stove. And then we're going to make our sauce. And that will be that. Because if I don't clean the stove off, y'all know, it's like, I don't know, I get anxiety. I have to clean it when I see grease. All right. And then I'll put it back on here so it doesn't. I'll turn it back on. Because like I said, when I move these pots off of these eyes, then it turns off. So I'm going to put it on low for now while I make the sauce up. So I don't have to put any more oil in here. I'm just going to put it on low. I'm going to put a top on here just like that. And then I'm going to make this sauce up. Let me get my fork because I'm not going to use I'm just going to use a fork. So I'll use the one that I had. And like I said, simple ingredients. It's all about the layering. The sofrito kind of speaks for itself. And yeah, that's it. And you already know I'm going to put some Casey's blessing in it because I do that with everything. Okay, so let me throw away these cans. Now, we have 21 ounces of, and I'm doing that for this amount of chicken. And how much chicken do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 5 nice size, but really it's 10 because I made a sandwich. So I have the herb cream of chicken soup in. I'm just kind of turn that around just like that. And like I said, you can do it one or two ways. I'm putting mine together, I'm putting my sauce together in here, and I'm going to pour it over. If you want to be simpler, you can just pop everything on top and it will kind of meld together. I got to be special. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to hit it with some of my no sodium, no MSG Sazon. I'm going to hit it with some pepper. Just like that. A little black pepper. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to see if I have enough of my tomato sofrito right here. And if I don't, then I'm going to go with my plain sofrito and I'm going to put some tomato paste in it because I want it to be tomato. So I'm doing a makeshift because I'm like, I got all this sofrito in here. I'm not going to go buy another whole jar of this so I can make my own. So I'm putting some Casey's blessing in here and I'm just going to bless it until I feel like stopping, which will be about a tablespoonful of blessing. Okay. I'm going to get my herb X and this is cilantro, parsley, and Italian seasoning and pinches. So pinch. Ooh, got some on the computer. Let me get that off there. I'm getting. So what do you guys think about being able to be so close? I love this. I love the closeness. Okay, pinch. See, I'm getting better at this stuff.
He said I smelled the good food.
Girl, let me tell you. You talking, but I'm telling you, I get prouder and prouder. You guys have inspired so many recipes until when I start writing my books, like my author friend Lone, and y'all need to read her book. I'm not finished yet, Lone, because I don't get to do a whole lot of downtime. So I'm like reading a page here, a page there, but I'm finished. But it is very, very interesting. And she's a good writer. She really is.
You won't believe this, but I spent 6 years from the time that I had the idea for my book to publication.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't feel so bad then.
I wanted to be published, but it was a dream that kept me going. 154 rejections, and then boom.
Really?
54. Wow.
And she kept that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna put a teaspoonful of the garlic, so that's 3 of these. Okay, see what I'm saying? But some people would have given up. Yeah. She didn't give up. She had a dream, and I'm sure that everybody didn't support her. They're like, okay, how many times you gonna keep trying to get this book published? Okay, and she did what she had to do, and she's right. Naysayers. A lot of people are afraid for you because they're afraid for themselves. You got to believe in yourself. In this life, you must be fearless. I learned fearlessness. Okay, I look at myself as stock. Okay, I always did the conservative stock. I always did what I was supposed to do. I played it safe. Now I'm 62, and I think I lost my ever-loving mind, and I'm bungee jumping. Yes, I am. Because you know what? The worst can happen is, hey, I'm not successful the first time. Then I keep on going. People who are successful in this life never say die. Period. And she's a perfect example of that because her book is on Amazon. Yes, it is. And it's a very, very good book. So I put the teaspoonful in there. I got, I don't know, Mr. Frida. I'm going to use all of this. This looks about two tablespoons. I'm going to use all of this. Did I get something on my dress? No, it missed it. Thank goodness, because boy, you know how hard it is to get stains out of white stuff? Oh. So that's a good thing. Let me check this. Okay, see, it's just kind of standing still, being warm. So it's being good chicken. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to use the same fork right here. Lone says what? I saw something come up. And I'm going to take all of this sofrito. So this is about. See, and patience is a virtue. It really is. Because in this world, everybody wants things now, especially our younger generation. They want immediate gratification and they don't want to put in the work. And I'm going to tell you, everything that you do in this life requires you put this way. Anything that is going to give you any longevity or have any real meaning in your life is going to take some diligence and being intentional. Anything and that's relationships, that's everything. If you think you're going to walk through life, oh, baby, you are sadly mistaken. And that brings me to our topic, okay? As I said, are you in love or are you settling? I want you to dig deep and think about it. Did I just take this Mr. or Miss in the meantime or for right now because I just got to have somebody? Or was I intentional? Was I meticulous about the choice I made? You know, did I think about it? Did I really mull it over? Did I think in circumference instead of just straight up, back and forward? People need to think in circumference. If you don't know what thinking in circumference means, that means I'm thinking about what's going to happen here, 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 and what if this, and what if that, and if that happens, blah, blah, blah. That's thinking in circumference. Now, I don't want you to think in circumference to the point of procrastination or hesitation, but you have to use a certain amount of caution when you're going into something that is going to affect you in the way that a relationship will. Bottom line. Not unless you just want a booty call. If you want a booty call, then don't matter. Just protect yourself so you don't get a disease. That's all I say. So I put in 2 tablespoons of this. This is really trying to get on this white. Okay. That's going in the garbage. Don't worry. So I'm throwing this away. This is the last of the sofrito. Let's see if that's enough. I think that's going to be enough. I think I'm going to put a little bit of my plain sofrito in here because I just want to hype up the flavor. Because I think that's going to be yum. Where's my other sofrito? Okay. So I'm going to take a teaspoonful of my other sofrito. Oh, it's red too. I didn't know it was red. They got tomato sauce in this one too. It's just a little, it's not as thick. Okay, so I'm going to take this one. It's looser. It's more like a soup. It's more watery. The other one is thicker. So I do like the other one for the thickness. So I'm putting 3.
Malone said I chose someone to grow with. Diamond in the rough, my fair lady situation. I see potential, not what's there in the beginning.
There you go. Well, like I said, and that's a choice you made. So you do know, just like with a house that is a fixer-upper or whatever, you know when you come in there, it's not going to be your dream home, but you are going to customize it to fit what you want, and that'll be your forever home. So that's a good thing. And like I keep telling you guys, whatever relationship you have has to be the one that works for you. Okay, so I think, yeah, that looks, yep, that's about right. I'm going to put one more. I had 3 of these tablespoons, like the regular tablespoonful of the thinner sofrito, which is more like a soup. But because I have this cream of chicken soup in here, it's thick anyway. So if I put the thin for sofrito in here, I don't have to put any chicken broth to loosen it up. So I'm going to put 5. Because 5 is not going to hurt. I'm going to do 6 because I need to loosen this up some more. I'm going to do 7 because it's my show. So I put 7 in here because I want to be able to spread this over my chicken. And I really want to melt a little bit of butter. And if my beautiful assistant will come over here and give me 2 tablespoons of butter, put it in something so we can melt in the microwave. That way I don't have to put the pats of butter over the chicken, which is what I don't want to do. Okay, so let me close this up and put this over here. Just 2 pats of butter. Okay. And, just probably like less than a minute. You have to check. I don't want it to get scorched or anything or too hot. But I just need to melt it so I can put it in this mixture and then I can get it over our chicken. Okay.
About this much?
Yep, that's good.
Okay. Perfect.
If you look on your butter, it shows you tablespoons.
The ticks, yeah.
You have the little ticks on there. Okay, so this has nothing in it. This has something in it. I don't need this because I had some soup style sofrito. So once I get the butter, guys, so I'm doing 2 tablespoons of butter. I did 7 tablespoonfuls of the loose sofrito, which is more soup-like. I did 2 tablespoonfuls of the thicker jar sofrito. And
it's like almost just barely melted. It's a little teeny piece.
Okay, and so she barely melted this butter for me, just like that. And so let me bring this back up and pour this into my mixture, just like that. And now I'm going to mix it all together. And then hopefully it won't be too thick. I may have to put a little bit of chicken broth in there because this herb, it's smooth, but it's still kind of thick. And I do want it I want it to have a nice thickness and creaminess to the sauce, but I don't want to have, you know how you have these little clumps and then you got to kind of move them around. I don't want to have to manipulate this chicken too much because, I got it in a sandwich and it's probably going to fall apart. So yes. And I will be leaving my little skewers in. I will remove the skewers at the end because it's not fully cooked. And guess what? It tastes fine with the stuffing and everything all mixed up in there. Just be one big lovely sauce. But that's not what I want to do. So yeah. And I'm driving this train, y'all. Okay, so let me take this, put this over here. And this is what my sauce looks like. At least my sauce looks like the thumbnail because, Lord, I couldn't roll them little itty bitty thighs. Get some big thighs or get some big breast. That's what you do. I didn't even look. They were vacuum packed. I said, okay, I gave all these a chance, okay, with the meat. And I don't do that a lot. And it was vacuum sealed. And yeah, they were teeny tiny little Lilliputian thighs. Okay, so I'm going to take all of this and I am going to pour it over my chicken. Just like that. Just like this. I'm getting it all in here. And it's really thick, y'all. And I think I'm going to put just a little bit of chicken broth in here. Just to help it, even out and distribute over this chicken. Okay. So I can bring that heat up just a little bit to get it started. That looks really good. I'm so proud of me. Okay, just like that. All right, let me get this over here. Get a little bit of that chicken broth. Let me put some water in this so it'll be ready for washing. But when I finish this day, I'm tired, y'all. And then I got to cook tomorrow, too. Oh, I tell you. I'm going to put this in, put my butter away. Just like that. And I didn't even have to use my tomato paste, which is great. I didn't have to use it because I didn't have to, put it this way, I didn't have to hack my sofrito and put some extra tomato paste in there. So that's good. I didn't have to hack it. It was just simple, easy peasy. So let me get the chicken broth. All right, just like that. And I'm going to put a half a cup of chicken broth just so spread it around there, just like that. Now I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to turn it up. I'm going to turn it up. I'm going to put it on an 8 so it can start getting some movement. And I'm going to put a top on it, guys. Because like I said, I don't want to move my chicken too much because I don't want my stuffing to fall out. I'm going to watch this. And when I see that broth starting to percolate or to boil, because it doesn't percolate because it ain't coffee and coffee doesn't percolate either. I don't know why they said that because it really doesn't. Look it up. Okay. I'm going to put this over here out of my way. Keep my little utensils over here in this little green thing so it doesn't mess up my counter. And check my rice because it's doing this thing, y'all. My rice is doing this thing. Say yay rice, yay rice. See, we have to cheer our food on. So when it goes down the passageways down to your tummy, your food is going to be good to you. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm telling you. Food says they don't mind it's sacrifice. They don't mind sacrificing themselves as long as you understand the sacrifice. Okay, so that's how that works. When your food upsets your stomach, that's because you have not been nice to it. I'm just saying. Y'all think I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. I know what I'm talking. I know food. I am the food whisperer. Let me get this stuff put back in my fridge. Okay, I guess I won't because it just jumped out of my hand. Okay, one of them will go in. All right, pick this up. Then I need to get set back up over here in my little regular seat. So if you can move my computer over here. And then we're going to do it. See, it's starting to bubble already. Look at that. Let me move it around just a teeny tiny bit. Okay, I'm just making sure I don't want nothing sticking.
Wait, hold on. I'll hold it because you got to put it under it.
Turn it around. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's perfect. This is going to be great.
Thank you.
It's going to be great. I'm turning it down, guys. It's on an 8. I'm going to take it down to a 4 or a 3. And just let this cook through. And it's going to be marvelous. I promise you, it's going to be marvelous. I'll rinse that off. I'll be using that again. I know you guys are too young, but I heard, and I don't even know the name of the, I think they're the 3 degrees or something like that. You're knocking my papers on the floor. She's knocking my papers on the floor, y'all. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and she's looking at me like I'm crazy. Okay, so I'm going to take this down to a 4 and see how it works. Okay. All right, and I'm going to task beautiful assistant with watching this because I need to tell y'all what I got to tell y'all. I talk to y'all. So I got it on the 4. If you see it's too much, then bring it down. I'm moving my loud table out of the way.
So what are we trying to make it?
Yeah, we are trying to cook it. We are trying to cook it because it's not fully cooked. So we want to make sure, because we made a sandwich and it has stuffing in it, we want to make sure that we are cooking the chicken through because, you know, hey, chicken should not be rare.
No.
Okay, it should not. We have a thermometer. Chicken should not ever be rare. And you guys mix my papers up. Okay, so you're gonna have me talking about coffee, y'all. Okay.
No.
That's what's gonna happen.
No, it's never, the wrong time to talk about
Yes. When it's this time of night, I don't want to be awake. Okay, how about that? All right, let me get me a little seat here. Let me see. I may turn it down to 3 because, like I said, it has to sit in one place.
I just turned
Not
it down
3,
to
4
3,
is
but
good.
it was
No,
too,
it's on
yeah.
4.
No, I said I turned it down to 3. It got slower, so I.
Yes. Okay, so she put it back to 4. 4, I think, will be good. We just have to be intentional and watch it. So,
should I agitate it every so often?
well, you don't want to move it too much. Remove it just a little bit because, like I said, when we finish and it's ready, I'm going to take those skewers out and hopefully all the insides won't come out with it. Or how about this? All of the insides disintegrate into the sauce. Either way, it's going to taste good, and we're going to play like it look like we want to do. Okay, so the topic tonight. Are you in love or are you settling? You need to spot the difference, okay? And a lot of us do settle. And we convince ourselves that we are loving someone and we're just settling because it's easier. We're lazy. We don't want to have to look. It's comfortable. Hey, it ain't hurting nobody. But are you truly fulfilled in your relationship? Is this your person? So a lot of people stay with somebody because of fear of being alone, okay? If you're with someone just to dodge being alone, yeah. Let me tell you something. Unless you can't, even if you were born with a twin holding your hands, you are 2 separate entities. You're part of the same egg, but you split for a reason because you're supposed to be your own person. You came here alone. You will go by yourself on into the cosmos. There's a difference in being alone and being lonely. So no one is ever really alone, but you can be lonely. You can be lonely and have a person right there with you. So remember that. I'm going to take some of this because it's so good.
Oh, Lone said, I've known many people who settle and it's sad. It is.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Yep. And sometimes they don't even know they're settling. That's the thing on. Okay. So you need to be with them because they show you got the same vibe going on. Not because you just want to have somebody to go to the movies with. Yeah, really? No. Stay at home, watch Netflix, or go to cable and do it for $25. Eat what you want to eat like Lone does. Then you got to put up with it. But don't just have a partner just because you or this good one. Because Sally, Jane, Sue, Sam, everybody got somebody. Really? If they jump off a bridge, you're going to jump to? Think about what's going to be good for you. Emotional spark or, yeah, all of you technology people are like this, or swipe to the left. Okay, to the left, to the left, this left. Okay, does it look left on television? Listen, TV. Do they call it television anymore?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that is the apparatus. Okay. All right. So if you're feeling mad or bored or you just done checked out altogether, that's settling. In true love, you're always present. You're always in the game. Okay. Like the emojis. Like the emojis on fire. Okay. Reacting to your best friend's post. Okay. If you got that mad, do they have a mad emoji? What does mad emoji look like?
Just kind of bland, just kind of like bored almost.
Okay, mad is bored. Okay.
I would say like uninterested, unenthused, not necessarily bored,
but I'm saying like the facial expression.
Okay, I'm trying. Okay, somebody need to send me a mad.
I will send you a mad.
I need to see what mad looks like. Okay, so do you lower your standards? Okay, that's a major red flag. If you get involved with somebody that you know, I don't want to take him outside of the house. Okay, I'm gonna put a bag on his head when he in the house, cause I done just went all the way down there to the abyss. But I just gotta have somebody. Okay, that's a red flag. Okay. Settling often looks like ignoring red flags. You ignore the red flag, okay? You know you're not trying to be with this person, okay? But you need to have somebody, or this one little thing about them that you can tolerate behind closed doors. If somebody is with you, oh, okay, mad, she showed me mad. Okay, that's mad, y'all. If you don't know what mad looks like, that's mad. Okay, so when you see that one and you don't feel mad, don't show Don't be like me. I'm trying to figure out what the faces look like, and everybody's sending all these little emojis. Y'all notice I don't comment much with emojis because I don't want to send the wrong thing and insult somebody. I'm not an emoji person. Okay, I have to look because even on my phone, they have like okay, but then they have something like this, and they have like something like this. They have all these funny looking hands. I'm like, nah, that's okay. I can write English. I sure can. Anyway, so in true love, like I said, you're all in, and hey, your emojis are like fire. Lowering your standards, you don't want to do that. Love means that you don't sacrifice your core beliefs. So I'll give you a perfect example. You go and have a relationship with a motorcycle gang member or something like that. When you know doggone well, first, you don't like to ride a motorcycle. Second, you don't like to take risks. Third, you're a law-abiding citizen. Why would you get with him? Because it was easy. And he said, hey, hi. You know how many times somebody gonna say hi to you? That don't mean that's the person. Sometimes you just have to walk on by. Yes. Listen to the song. If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry each time we meet, walk on by. Yeah, but you're not crying. You walking on by because that ain't the character. Okay. So pressures, not your partner. You should never be pressured into a relationship. If somebody is pressuring you, like, oh yeah, we just need to be together, and I am saying we are going to be married and blah, and you sitting here like, okay, I just met you. How we gonna do all? That's a whole nother thing, okay? That thing right there where they rushing you into stuff because you better watch out for that character, okay? If you're together because you feel you should be, or you've been dating this person so long and you never went any further than dating, that's a red flag too, because relationships are supposed to evolve, okay? If you're still at the stage where, yeah, I'll see you when I see you, maybe you should be friends, or maybe you should just not see that person anymore. That's not a relationship. That's hi, how you doing? I know. And I'm gonna tell you, that's why a lot of people have these online relationships, because it's non-committal. You can be whoever you want online, okay? But can you stand the rain when you in person and you can't get away from that person? See, when you're on the phone or you're on a chat or whatever, you can say sign off. I can breathe, I can whatever, and you don't ever have to see the bad part of that person if they don't want you to see that. But when you're in the same location with them and there's nowhere to run, nowhere to go, oh, you get to see it all. Can you stand it? If you can't stand it, get to stepping. Telling you, okay? So, you don't need to be ignored, okay? Love helps you thrive, both of you. Settling or dimming your light or not following your beliefs or your dreams and not being supported, all those things like that means that you're settling. Because anytime that I don't feel good about myself and I'm with you, okay, that's settling. It is. It really is. Okay, so red flags that you might be settling. So you say, I find more than I'm excited. You just kind of they're kind of like the chair or whatever. Okay. You ignore the gut check or vibes are breaking down. Okay. You compare your relationship to other couples and you kind of feel deflated. Well, I'm telling you, don't ever compare yourself to nobody else, because you don't know what's really all going on behind their scene. Okay. You have to do the things that make you feel happy, whatever they are. So don't ever compare yourself to anyone. Okay. Because there's only one you. You're unique in every way, and so is your relationship. Okay. You put your comfort or their comfort above yours all the time. Now, it's a give and take. Sometimes you do things. Hey, you may watch a football game, even if you hate sports. Okay. But I ain't going to watch it all the time, and you'll never want to watch what I want to watch. That's a problem. We're going to watch two different things, and you're going to be on your own, or, we're going to have a little talky talk. That's why you have more than one TV or something. Watch what you want. And then when you want to come together, do that. That'll solve that problem. Okay, signs that you're actually in love. You feel the connection, the excitement, the emotional buzz. I don't mean like you first met them or whatever, but there's always some place in the recesses of your heart and mind that you have those feelings, okay? Because like I say, revolutions. Yeah, sometimes it is revolution. Okay. Relationships, they evolve and they change and they grow or they don't or whatever, but you're never going to be the same as you were the first day you met that person, because you're going to be a different person every year that goes. I hope you do grow as a person. I hope it is a positive momentum. Sometimes it ain't. Sometimes you grow out of it, because sometimes you just be out of your mind and you don't even know who the heck that person is. And then one day you turn around like, okay, hey stranger, you need to go. Whatever. So you both uplift and challenge each other with care. Okay, you share respect, honest conversations, and you still have a line. You don't have to be a twin. Eyebrows, okay, are only twins when you paint them on very carefully. Most eyebrows are not the same. One may not have a thicker tail than the other, but they're still together. They are partners. So you have the core value of your eyebrows, or they need to both be on your face for equilibrium on both sides. However, the core value is that it needs to support your face so you don't look so weird. Same thing with a relationship. It's going to be kind of hard there. And I'm going to tell you like this. If you are and I'm going back to the religion thing, and that's just because it's on the top of my mind. If you have somebody who's highly religious, who's highly devout, and then you got somebody who basically is at the altar worshiping the other guy, okay, that ain't going to work. It really isn't. Unless you're hiding who you are, that's not going to work, period. Okay? Your core values are not anywhere. Even if you have somebody that really doesn't have, they kind of can go, no, I ain't going to say either way. They just kind of there, whatever. And yeah, I'm not, if you're going the other way, then yeah, but I'm just saying, there's some people that are very involved in religion and things like that, and there's some people that they know that it is there or whatever, or they believe in a higher power, but they don't take it to that extreme. Okay, for them, okay, basically you believe the same thing. One is just very, very devout. The other one is kind of like, okay, I'm riding in my car, that thing. Okay, and I'm gonna listen to some church music on Sunday so I can just bless myself for the week. Okay, instead of spending every single day in church. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay, for some people, they need both people to be like that. Okay, so what you can do, okay, you pause and ask yourself, is love the thing that I'm feeling, or is fear what I'm feeling? Sometimes it can be confused. Both gives you flutters in your stomach. Both can make you feel anxiety. Both can make you feel like you want to vomit, okay, because you're just so excited or you're just so afraid. But you got to kind of wade through the water and figure that one out, okay? You want to raise the bar. You always say to yourself, I want the best of everything, okay? Don't settle for a pair of shoes that hurt. Don't settle for a relationship that's going to hurt you. That's simple. Speak up, okay? Never shut up. Keep talking. Be like me. Talk so much till they don't think you breathe. Talk so much until YouTube can't really put commercials in. That's what you do. I have to pause because I need to get the payment of the commercials. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, I could do it. I can. So you need to voice your needs. And if you got to walk away, then you're going to have to walk away if you're not being heard. Okay, because sometimes, I'm going to tell you like this. You don't want to have a concussion every single month, just busting your head up against the same brick wall, because at some point you realize they really don't hear you. And some people they just don't hear you. They don't hear themselves. So if I can't understand me, how am I going to understand you? And that's pretty much the deal. Can we check our chicken? Because I see some bubbling over there, and it may very well.
I moved it around a couple times. I want to keep checking in the
I just want to make sure, if you want to just see, I will jiggle my skillet just a little, because it has all those little lovely bits on the bottom, and we have the cheese and stuff. I just want to make sure that it's not coming apart. Because it should be ready in a few moments. It doesn't take that long. The stuff, it's when I tell you that chicken is paper thin, it only looks thick because I have it sandwiched together. We're going to check with our thermometer and see where we're at. Okay.
162, not quite there yet.
Okay, it's at 162. It's almost there.
For that one piece, then this other piece was at 190. So
okay, so we have, and that's probably that smaller one, isn't it? The smaller one cooked faster. So note to self: if you want it fast, get the little itty bitty bites and have hors d'oeuvres. get all these brand shrink wrap ones, the little small ones that you can't tell how big they are because they're stuck together like that. So yeah, you really can't tell. Okay, so maybe we should turn the bigger ones around because see, my favorite pan has hot spots.
Just give it a few moments, like it'll all even out.
Okay.
Because the bigger ones are just about ready. They're like a few degrees off.
So what are we looking for the bigger ones?
So those are about we're looking for 165 at least.
Okay, so we're doing at least. I like to do about 170 to make sure. Right. 165 is supposed to be safe.
Right. The smaller ones are already at 185.
Okay, the small ones are at 185. Right. I'm not going to remove them. I'm just going to move that part because, like I said, my skillet has hot spots. So the ones that are not quite ready will be rotated around so they can cook a little more. And the ones that are not, do that indirect heat because I'm not taking those things out. If I take those things out of there, y'all, and they come apart, I'm going to be sad. Mm-hmm. I'm going to not have a mad face. I'm going to have a yes. Like I did last week when I couldn't stream was I broken. I was so heartbroken that I could not stream my shows. It was not pretty. It really isn't. I don't know. I'm never, ever, ever, ever going live on TikTok again because I will believe I am a Eggland's best egg that going live over there messed up my ability to go live here. But like I said, I hope that none of you are settling. I hope you don't feel that you have to. I hope, like I said, I don't think that, okay, I'm telling you like that. There is no law in this land, not yet anyway, that says that you have to have a relationship. If you want one, you should have the one you want. Okay, for real. And be intentional and make good choices. Because, honey, let me tell you something. You get deep into the sauce, divorces are expensive. That's all I'm gonna tell you. They're expensive.
Okay, so technically we're in the safe region. The biggest piece was at 169.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a couple of more minutes, 2 minutes, and then we can plate this puppy up. So you might want to get those plates down. Check that rice. See, tilt it to the side. We're gonna tilt our rice to the side, and remember, it's just been on a low flame, and this is instant rice. But cooking it like this, low and steady, it's going to give you that fluff. Is there any liquid coming? Okay, it is good. Our rice is already ready. Move. You can turn that off. Let that sit. I will fluff that up, get our plates out, and our chicken will be ready momentarily. I'm going to do now. See, this is where the magic comes in. When I take those skewers out, let's hope. Let's hope. Let's hope that it stays together. And if it doesn't, we'll call it something else. It won't. Yeah, I'll rename the thumbnail and call it something.
We're pioneers tonight.
It'll just be some really yummy, creamy something another. How about that? Chicken. We'll just call it yum yum chicken. How about that? Yeah. Ooh, okay. Yeah, yum yum chicken. Listen, if they can marry the chicken, I can make mine yum yum. And you know what? That I was doing some research on that recipe, that marry me chicken stuff. That is not nothing new. Where does it come from? I think it's a Southern recipe. It's like way old. I mean, like back in the day old. Marry me chicken. So does anybody do anything original anymore? Really. It's like be like me. Be the concoction queen. I just sit up and think at night, what could I put together that would taste good? Then I have to figure out the name of it. That's that. Be creative. Oh, see, don't start me. I swear, I don't know where my lady is. This lady was so funny. She would critique cooking shows or people cooking. And where did I first see her? I think I saw her on TikTok, but she came to YouTube. Maybe she's on TikTok. I really don't know. Listen. And she's like, for my show, I'll be sitting there cooking. Maybe, well, she's not, I hope she doesn't do me because I try to cook good stuff. But some of this stuff that people are cooking, it's just like, I have to laugh. And she's sitting there, oh, so you're going to take your hair and flick it over in there. Everyone's so creative. I'm like, oh my God. I don't know what her name is, but she is hilarious. She's so funny. So don't critique me ever. I think you're great. Whoever you are. Anyway, but yeah. Be creative. You said what? Long said what? We'll call it eat a star.
Star followed by where the French is.
I swear, you are after my heart. You are so funny. I was telling them the other day, I said, shoot, at the prices that food is now, I probably will just be on here drawing pictures of food. You'll be looking at the thumbnail. Oh, what does it taste like? I don't know, lick the television because I can't afford to cook it. I can draw the pictures. That's about it. Okay. I think we can plate this up. I'm going to show you guys how you fluff up this instant rice, and you will never believe how easy. You don't even have to watch it. It's just don't follow them instructions. Shoot. I'm gonna show you. Okay, so let me move this over here. Okay, that looks lovely. Okay, I'm gonna take the top off of this, and I'm gonna get my fork. Now, this rice right here, let me bring that over. Okay, you see, okay, this is the rice. Now watch. You can tell it's done because no liquid, okay? You take your fork, just kind of lightly. I don't want to hit it too much in here in the stainless steel because I don't know if I can do metal. I probably can't do metal here. I'm just very cautious. But I just take it around and I'm fluffing this stuff up. And if you could smell the aroma of this rice is, yeah, it's everything. I'm stuttering. It's so good. Do you see this rice? Okay, you will never know this is instant rice ever. Let me get this over here. I'm telling you, I ain't got that kind of time these days. I really don't.
Oh, Lone said, remember Lawson's face when they ate pills that simulated the food?
Oh yes. Wow. I used to love that show. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Danger, Will Robinson. Okay. Don't get me started, Lone. Okay, I'm over here fixing these plates. Yes, I love. Now you're gonna make me go on YouTube and try to find an old episode of Lost in Space. Yeah, that was a complicated relationship too between the daughter and the first mate. You know they were hot for each other, but see, back in the day, they weren't letting you go there. Okay, so here, I'm gonna get a little rice out of here. Okay. Oh, I'm so scared. I really hope that it doesn't fall apart.
I don't think it will now.
I don't know. But I still gotta get the skewers out, So we're gonna find out. I'll put a little bit of this rice here. Okay. On the plate. And like I said, you can do potatoes, you can do pasta, you can just have a salad. Whatever you like. Move that back here. Now it's going to be the test. I'm going to take a piece of chicken and see if I can get the skewers out.
Put it on a plate first and then pull them out.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try. I probably should have put them on a paper plate and tried to pull them out.
No, I think it'll be okay.
Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. Woo! Okay. Okay. I'm afraid. Oh no. But y'all know that I'm visual and I like things to look a certain way. Okay, so let me see. I got it. I'm holding it together. This is not working. It's gonna come out. Oh, one out, guys. One out. Okay. We're going to try the other one. Oh, no. Oh, this is the one that has 3 in it. Oh, gosh. Why would I grab this one of all things?
No, it'll be great.
Uh-huh. That's what you say. Okay. I'm gonna do this.
We're going to do this.
Okay. Let me see. How can I got to make it come out the right way. So I'm putting my fork. Oh, 2 is out.
Okay.
Okay, now I got one more on the bottom. That's going to be the challenge. Hey, they can eat the stick. It doesn't matter.
It's extra flavor.
It is considered. Oh, got it out. Yay!
Would that be considered more fiber?
Listen, I don't know because I don't even know if it's a real tree. What? Who knows if it's really wood? Okay, let me clean this plate up. Hold the grill master down.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to get a little bit more of this sauce on here because this sauce is everything. And I think I'm going to put a little bit of it on the rice because this sofrito sauce, woo. We just drizzle a little of that on there, just like that. And I'm going to put a little bit on the rice. Just kind of drizzle it. Because he likes gravy. The rice is flavorful enough, y'all, but Southern roots and all, gravy is everything. Okay, so I'll get that in here. Let me get a little bit of garnish. Then I'll show you guys the lovely concoction that Casey made. Okay, is this? Nope, that's not it. It looks really good. Okay, parsley. Okay. Okay, get a little bit of that. Hey, did you call? Oh, okay. I didn't even see you over there. Yep. Okay, we're going to do it. Just a little bit of the parsley. Make that really cute. Just on the rice there. Okay. Just like that. And get a fork. I think this is marvelous. Marvelous, I tell you. Marvelous.
Beautiful. See, it came out perfect.
It came out beautiful.
I knew it would.
Okay. I think it's beautiful. What do you guys think? Okay, let's see. Let's bring it down. What do you think?
Ooh,
What do you guys think?
Delicious.
That.
Snap a picture.
Okay, that's a good angle. Can you see everything? What do you guys think? Let me know. It didn't fall apart. There's the chicken.
Did she take a picture?
I'm gonna sit. She wants me to take a picture. Okay, I have 4 other ones over there.
It looks great.
Yes, I'm so happy. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture.
Lone said, "Who doesn't like gravy? It's a holiday drink."
I know, right? What you see? You are so funny. You are so funny.
Oh.
Yeah, but you can put some gravy on some stuff, but you don't want the food to look jacked up with the gravy on top of it. Okay, so let me see. Let me take a picture. Oh, well, I guess I should take it in a nice place, huh? I'm over here taking the picture in a place that no one has gone. Okay, capture. Okay, let's put you over here. And capture. 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 Okay, that's enough for you. All right, let me make the next. Let's try the next one. Oh Lord.
All right, for surgery.
Okay, I'm gonna let y'all take your own stuff out. That's that was nerve-wracking. That was nerve-wracking. Let y'all take your own stuff out. Okay. I have a little bit on here. Yeah, they're getting a kick out of me being stressed. Okay, so.
No, that's only one person.
Aha! I know.
Okay.
Tasty.
All right, get that on there. All right, let me see if I can get it out. If I can find it. Ooh, this is hot.
a needle in the chicken stack.
I know, right? I got that one. Oh, but it's good. Did you tell him he's taking forever?
I did tell him the door was open. Now where he went in the meantime, I don't know if he got lost somewhere.
Okay, I got this coming out real fine, y'all. I'm so proud of
I
me.
know it's beautiful. I told her it would be.
Okay, I'm gonna get some gravy on this one, and I'm gonna wipe my hands off.
Gravy makes it ravy.
Oh, it's really good. Oh, that sofrito gravy is good.
Yeah.
Or a sauce. I turned it to a gravy, y'all. It's a sofrito sauce.
Gravy now. Sofrito sauce gravy.
Yeah, sauce. And I'm gonna save this when all the chicken is gone. We're gonna take the sauce.
We're gonna call it savory. Because they'll savor your food if you put it on.
This is good. Oh wow. See, they over here making jokes.
No, it was a good joke. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
I said we're gonna call that sauce savory. So it's like a sauce gravy. And I said it could savor your food if you put it
Come
on.
over here, Tori, get the food.
Come on, y'all not gonna tell me it wasn't a good joke.
So
y'all
you
probably
say,
didn't even hear it.
y'all better be happy y'all didn't hear it. Y'all better be glad y'all didn't hear that corniness.
It was great. It was great. Top tier. That's 5-star jokes right there.
Where's all the sauce? Let me wash this one.
Oh,
Okay, hold that. Listen, the grill, they all in the same. The grill master's about not getting nothing.
He's around here. I see him.
Yes. Yeah, you take it way too long. You be making my Flay family wait too long.
Oh no. Oh no. Can't
Okay.
do that.
Here you go. All right. You can cut it open and see what the inside look like. Here you go.
Thank you,
I
darling.
gotta give you a knife too. I forgot.
Yay! They Lon said it was a great joke. Thanks, Lon.
Okay, Lone is sweet.
Thank you.
Lone is nice.
I apologize. I already started to cut into mine.
Gravy fixes dry pork roast. Facts. Gravy can save a lot of things. You want to take?
Oh, it better be some big gravy to save some stuff.
Let's get a taste.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I love those. The flake. Oh my.
Let's speak it into the camera.
Yeah, salt.
Speak it into the camera.
This is delicious. All right. Like, I don't even. Is it even necessary? Well, the gravy is just like wow. The chicken is nice and moist.
Ooh, yeah.
It's so tender.
Oh my god.
Oh, we got the Grill Master.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's the
It's
Grill
right here.
Master's version now.
Man, Corey, you ain't never lied. That gravy is off the plate easy.
That's sofrito sauce.
That's from the who sauce?
Sofrito sauce. The
Sofrito.
sofrito sauce, man.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm in a different country.
I'm gonna put you on a different planet in a minute.
Whoa.
Okay, keep it up.
Oh no.
Oh man, that chicken is just
We're
melting
gonna
in your
strike
mouth.
that one
It's
from the
just,
record.
oh man, that's delicious,
Well,
baby.
Well, then you'll be running talking about your stomach.
Oh, it's worth it though.
And that sauce go with the yellow rice. Oh my god.
It's so pretty.
Ooh.
It's so pretty.
That is good. That is good.
Yay.
I didn't even hear Corey say anything.
Oh, he said a lot of things.
What yum? The
He
chicken.
said a lot of things. Flavors, yummy, delicious.
Mhm.
More words than normal. So
Oh, man.
yay. Moist. That was woohoo. Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. My fork is just gliding right through this meat.
Good.
How is the stuffing?
Don't even need it, right?
How is the stuffing?
Delicious. Delicioso.
The Rican sauce.
And you don't need a knife for this, baby. It's just
You don't
it
need
cooked by itself.
I'm gonna taste
Oh,
it. Okay, I'm gonna taste it.
That cooked by itself. I like that. I like this.
I'm glad.
That's very good.
There's a lot of different complex flavors going on there, but it's delicious.
Doesn't make you feel like you're in a different country. They no. Let me stop.
It's some zesting, a lot of zestiness. I love the zestiness. It doesn't taste like tomato, which is oddly enough. It doesn't taste like tomato, but it feels like a little flavor dance in my mouth. It's so good. I didn't even taste the rice. All I tasted was the chicken. Let me taste it with the rice. I know it's just gonna be.
Put tomatoes in this?
Well, sofrito has tomato.
Oh, it does.
In it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, it's nice. It's
delicious. And it's so light. It's so light. It's like a nice little zestiness. It feels very light. It doesn't feel like really bogged down and heavy.
Even though the gravy is very savory.
Oh, it's so good.
Hey, you're not really giving them much description. You just, it's so good.
I am giving description.
How does the stuffing taste?
The rice?
The stuffing.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Everything it melded so well together.
Right.
So the stuffing kind of melted and kind of incorporated into the chicken and the sauces. And like I said, it has like this creamy, it's like creamy, zesty. I guess the cheesiness kind of incorporated. It's almost like a cheesy tomatoey sauce a little.
Yeah, because that's probably because I did put a little goat cheese in mine, and like I said, you can use the Boursin cheese if you want. I put a little goat cheese in mine because I had a little piece in there, and I just wanted to see what it tastes like.
And a lechona,
and it got like a little kick that you feel that.
Yeah, because it has jalapenos.
Oh, the jalapeno.
Got a little
okay.
That's a nice level of heat right there.
Yeah.
It's not hot. It's just savory.
Let you know, I'm here. I'm in the group.
They wake up your senses. Enough to wake you up.
Okay, so I'm gonna taste it, guys, and maybe I can be a little bit more descriptive than my family.
I'm sorry.
They over here, the gravy.
And
okay,
this tropical drink here is outstanding.
Yeah, it pairs very well with this. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little piece of this. And see, I didn't get much, but I'm just, because after you cook all day long, you be tired. You don't feel like eating.
I'm so glad you're tired tonight. Not mine.
Y'all feel the love? Okay, let me try this. Okay, you can see, I don't want to get this all over the kids' computer, but it's nice and gravy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very tender. I mean, it's real, and like they said, you get that little bit of heat. And goat cheese has like a little sharpness to it, but it's not as sharp as sharp cheddar. And then I have the Mexican cheese in there, that Monterey Jack. It's like she says, it's a melding of flavors, and every flavor you can taste. Then you take this and you clean your palate.
Oh, yeah. Clean.
That is delicious. This is delicious. I keep telling you guys this stuff. Y'all think I'm playing. Okay. If I could send you some of these dishes that I'm cooking here, you'd be like, oh. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is good. See, look at that. Look at, do you see, can you see the gravy? Yeah. Oh, that's delicious. You don't even have to chew. It is so tender. Okay. I'm sold. I'm sold. I'll do this again, but with some bigger meat. Yep, bigger meat. So I can roll some more insides. But it really turned out well with me sandwiching it together. It's very good. So I say, don't settle. Go all the way with this recipe. Don't settle. Have the relationship that you want and the mate that you want. Even if you gotta wait for it. Wait for it. Sometimes it's good to wait. Okay. In any case, if you enjoyed this live, the topic, the cooking, the deliciousness, and all of the above, hit that like button. Everybody just press the button. And see, I know some of you guys are watching it on TV. Flip your phone on and press the button. Okay? So I can continue to be here. Okay? If you're new and you're out there in the cosmos, hey, subscribe. You don't want to miss this stuff because I got so many things I have here in my mind and so many recipes. So your life won't be boring. I can got 1 million chicken recipes. I can do anything with a chicken.
Chicken again?
Yeah. This is what he says. Yeah. Okay. Then he goes and gets chicken. Okay. Anywho. Okay. So subscribe. If you're already subscribed, turn on your notifications, even if it's just for me, so I can send some good information to you, and you'll always know when I'm coming at you. Oh yeah, you right, Volvo to Love. If I can't wait. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a Patreon. It ain't going to be expensive. I suggest that you join me because we're going to be doing some up close and personal stuff. I'm gonna make y'all put your money where your mouth is. Okay, y'all need to show me what you got. And we're going to be doing all kinds of things in our Patreon. So that'll be out real soon, within the next couple of weeks. And I hope you join us. In any case, I want everybody to have the relationship that they want to have, even if it's one with themselves. So you just get to know who you are. I want you to find your rhythm and dance. And you know what I wish you all. I wish you some love, peace, and hey, y'all be safe out there. Do you, boo? Okay, get the relationship you want. I'm gonna see y'all next week. I really am. Oh, okay. I see Martinka. If I'm saying it right, Martinka Witherspoon. Welcome. Come back and see me sometime. Okay. Hey, we got all kinds of stuff going over here, child. I'm here to tell you. So. Watch the rewatch. You don't want to miss this meal. I'm telling you, whoever just came in late, okay, not a problem. I got so much more to show you. Yes, I do. Y'all have a great week. Happy Father's Day to all you great dads out there. I said happy Father's Day to my daddy, who's not here with us in flesh, but he's always with me in spirit. And that guy loved to ride that motorcycle. Yes, he did. My daddy was all that. Yes, he was. And I know your daddies are too. So happy Father's Day. And I'm going to see y'all next week on Flavor House Network's The Love Rhythm Recipe. Bye-bye. They over there. They can't even say, y'all say bye to my family. Okay, they're over there listening. Look at them. They are. I got rude, hungry people in this place. See, bye, y'all.